Hey guys, good to have you back. Today is Thursday and we have math. So today we're going to be introducing a new topic which is probability. I know that the word kind of sounds heavy to you guys, but not to worry. It's just about kind of trying to identify or kind of trying to know where something is most likely to happen or where something is most likely to occur or when something is not likely to happen, like the possibilities of something happening and the possibilities of something not happening, like the impossibility part. So today we're going to be focusing on this word, impossible. When you hear the word impossible, it means that there is no way that thing can ever happen. It is impossible. Like if you have 10 red bags, there is no way you can have a blue bag amongst your 10 red bags, because there is no blue bag in mixed with it. So you all have 10 red bags. So it is very impossible for you to have a blue bag in the midst of 10 red bags. So that's what the word impossible means, that there is no way this can ever happen. And the word unlikely also kind of goes with impossible, because it's saying the same thing. It is unlikely, which means it is not likely to happen, like it is not possible to happen. And another word is less likely. Less likely is it can happen or it might not happen. There can be or there could not be. So it is in between the balance of likely and unlikely. You have less likely. And more likely shows that, yeah, there is a certainty that this thing can happen. So you have more chances of that thing when you use the word more likely. And yeah, we have the word certain and likelihood. So all those words are kind of related to each other. And then that's what we're going to be looking at today in today's topic, probability. So open your big book to page 114, and I'm so excited. That's the last topic for this this school year. Most of the topics we're just doing in classes for you to have an idea. So not to worry, when you go when you go over to grade 1, you will still have a continuation of most topics, but it's a privilege for you to already have an idea of what you're going to do in grade 1 before moving into grade 1. So I think it's really going to be of great help to you. So open your big book to page 114, where you find the topic probability, and let's read. It says, use words like impossible, unlikely, less likely, more likely, and certain to describe the likelihood of something happening, like just what I just explained to you. So for example, if I have a picture of a boy carrying a house, a little boy like Goel carrying a huge house, is that possible? It is impossible. So when you see conditions that you know that this can never happen, you use the word impossible. When you see conditions that this can happen, you can use the word certain or likely or more likely. But impossible and less likely and unlikely are the same thing, when things are not going to really happen. All right, so we have exercises in the book. It says, which of the following are likely to occur? Likely to occur, which means it might occur. It is likely to occur. And it says color them. So number 1 says you see a picture of a boy drawing something, right? So when you look at this picture and you also look at these two pictures, whatever this boy is drawing, what is going to be the outcome of his drawing? So is it likely to be these flowers or this house? And I'm going to say these flowers because I've already seen him drawing a flower here. So when he's done with whatever he's doing, it's going to be a picture of flowers. So I'm going to color this because there is nowhere there is a house in his drawing. So the correct one, the one that's most likely to happen after his drawing is this. So look at the other ones also, and finish up the work using put it in mind what is more likely to happen after occur after what is happening in the picture. Okay, so that's it for the first page. Let's move over to the next page. It says, write impossible or certain to describe each picture. So you look at this picture. This is a man driving a car. We are focusing on these two words, certain or impossible. These are the words you're going to use to fill in. Don't write in likely or less likely anywhere here. Follow the instructions. They said, write impossible or certain. So is this impossible to do or is it certain? You write it on the line. Is this impossible or certain? You write. That's the same way you're going to finish up for the other ones. And then we turn to the next page, which is page 116. And it says, read what the children say, then write impossible, unlikely, likely, and certain to describe the chances. So number 9 says, I've just had a big dinner. You had a big dinner. But I'll be hungry after 1 minute. You just had a huge dinner of lots of assorted and I don't know what. You ate, and your stomach is so full. And then you're saying that you're going to be hungry after 1 minute. So is that impossible? Is that unlikely? Is it likely or certain? You write. So imagine yourself having a big dinner and getting hungry after 1 minute. Is that possible? Is it impossible? Is it unlikely? Is it likely or is it certain? So use any of the word mentioned above to complete the questions below. So that's the same thing you're going to do for number 10 and 11. And number 12 says, it is dash that I will have a big plate of seafood for breakfast. So you think, all right, it is impossible, unlikely, likely, and certain that I will have a big plate of seafood for breakfast. Now that's the boy talking. Now look at his plate. So you look at his plate and try to figure out what he's having for lunch or for breakfast. I think he's having egg and sausages. So, and he says it is dash that I will have a big plate of seafood for breakfast. So there is no seafood anywhere in his breakfast, so it is very impossible. So here you have to write it is impossible. Now the same way, continue with number 13 and number 14. And then we go to the last page, which you're asked to use more or less. And we've done more or less before in class, I think. When you hear the word more, it means you have more chances. Less chances, like lower. So it says, use simple words to describe impossible, unlikely, likely, and certain. It is more likely to get a bone than a lollipop. So this is the example here. This is a kind of a pie chart. And blue, the color blue represents bone. The yellow parts represent the fish, and the red parts represent the lollipop. So this chart is going to help you identify which one is more or less to happen. All right. So more likely or less likely to happen. So this one already said it is more likely to get a bone because the bone covers most parts of the chart. So it is more likely that you can dip your hand into whatever bag and get a bone because this shows you that there are more bones in this chart. Now, when you look at this chart, you have the yellow parts full of cupcakes, the blue part with ice cream cone, and the purple part with a lollipop. So it is dash likely to land on ice cream than cake. All right, is it less likely, more likely to land on a cake than? So number 15, it is less likely to land on an ice cream cone. So it is less likely because most of the parts have cupcake. So if, for example, this if we were spinning this chart and you spin it, it is less likely for you to get an ice cream cone because a greater part of the chart has cupcakes. Okay, so use the charts you have on the book and answer the questions. Please, if it's still not understood, send me a voice note and I will explain that better to you. All right. Have a wonderful day, guys, and see you tomorrow. And thankfully, this is the last topic for us in math. Hopefully, we're going to finish language tomorrow, and then next week we're going to start preparing for our exams. All right. Have a wonderful day, guys, and hope to see you tomorrow. Bye.